See, what the problem is, Bear just started doing boxing, right? So he's getting good. His hand's getting good, and he's waiting for somebody to mouth off.
No. I do feel like I want to fight someone, but only at nighttime when I got Rampage and Coach in here telling me you're looking good. Then I'm like, all right, let's go in the street. Let's go get someone.
Why in the street?
I was like, let's go get someone. I told Rampage the other night, let's go to a bar. Let's go get someone. He's like, what's wrong with you? I'm just kidding.
We just get somebody in the ring and just let you spar.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Luke Rockhold came to spar me yesterday.
I saw that.
And I was like, yo, Luke, I just started. And he hit me and I go, oh man, boxing hurts.
Yeah.
And then I got hit again. I'm like, yo, chill. Let me get ready. Let me get set.
Yeah.
And within 6 seconds, I got hit like 10 more times.
Yeah.
I got to chill for the rest of the day. My head was spinning. He's so good.
Yeah.
I couldn't get
you need somebody on his level.
Yeah, you need somebody on your level.
He's on my level?
No. You need somebody that started.
He's an MMA fighter. I'm a boxer.
No, that's totally fucking different. That is a world-class athlete that you're trying to spar right there.
All right.
I think you get yourself in a controlled environment where you spar somebody who's out there and you take classes and like, hey, let's just play a little bit and then just get that feeling going back and forth.
It is fun. Training, I will say this, for all jokes aside, ever since we started doing the podcast, because I've been friends with Rampage for 10 years and half of these guys in the MMA combat sports world, from getting my blue belt with BJ Penn and Pat Tenori and Bouchesha and all those guys, Alan Goes at Ruka, to training with this guy and his coach. I love combat sports. Yeah. I will say that mentally, I've never been more sharp. I've never been more focused. It's the best shape of my life. Like, combat sports does something to you when you train that sweat is different from cardio. That sweat is different from weights. Like, you feel mentally aligned. I think it's anybody who's going through something in their life should go to a boxing gym or a jiu-jitsu studio or some sort of, MMA class and kind of like see what that feels like. Cause I feel like you get better sleep. Yeah. You feel good. I'm not saying to go spar and go fight in the street, but there is something about that. Speaking of training, why is it that when you went to you went to 135? Why is it that you moved up a division? So
one of the things I love about what One Championship does is that you cannot cut weight. Excuse me. You can cut weight, but you have to weigh in hydrated. So when I fought in the UFC, when I was making 125, I was dehydrated and pissing hot yellow Mountain Dew, right? So I was dehydrated, but in One Championship, I could have gone to 125 and try to make that, but I can't make 125 hydrated. So that's why I went up to 135 and fought there. Basically, 135 is their 125 division, but everybody's hydrated.
What you mean hydrated? How do they know if you're hydrated?
So what they do is they test the gravity and the gravity in your urine. So I know
they
people.
Use science?
No, I'm not. So it's a refractometer, I believe it's called. I could be wrong.
They stick something up your pee hole?
No, God, no, because I wouldn't be doing that.
That would hurt.
So basically how they do it is,
I don't
like that feeling?
Yeah. Oh, hell no. So I've had it done once.
Why?
In the UK, when I was, I had to take a test for fighting. I think I was fighting in the UFC. I had to take a test. And it was a blood test and stuff but for some reason they wanted to do like an STD test. Like Dana White thought I was like nasty or something.
They hear all your things and they're like, that man's got his BBC. We want to make sure
to this story. I'm sorry, you asked.
You did some crazy stuff.
You asked. They stuck the long Q. I'm telling everybody, they stuck the long Q-tip down my pee hole.
Yeah. Who did you show up with that they had to test you for STDs?
I don't know, man. I passed.
Continue.
All right, my bad.
So no. So how they do it, just for layman's term, is that when you go there and you're about to fight, pre-COVID, they would make you weigh in 2 times because they wanted the athletes to fight closer to their natural weight. Because you see it all the time. It's like, I'm using my good buddy, Aljamain Sterling. He walks around like 170, 175. He cuts to 135. He's a big bantamweight, but he couldn't do that and be hydrated.